my friend, and welcome. As you saw, tonight we have the 12 decks of Christmas. So let's just do a quick little show of what we'll be using tonight. And as we do, I'd like to say I hope your day has been well. Be ready to relax. Have some Christmas solitaire fun, hopefully. So this is our order. As you can see, I want to have a little fun with this one, so I hope you enjoy. Let me know which deck is your favorite as we go along. And when you are watching this, I think it's always interesting for me personally when I'm on YouTube and when it's like April and then Christmas videos come up for some reason. So if you're one of those people watching on non-Christmas time, let me know. And for all of you Christmas people, much of the same. Ooh, this looks neat. So red, green, red, green. The 12 days of Christmas. Very fitting. I like that. I like that a lot. Very simple, kind of. Look at those chickens or roosters. I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure it's a chicken. It's traditional. I like it. It reminds me a little bit of the Nutcracker Suite. Alright, you got the gist. Let's put away our jokers and little info card. And that is a nice little background. And let's get this started. So, first question. While you get yourselves nice and comfy, what do you want for Christmas? I know everyone has their interests, so please feel free to share. And that'd be pretty sweet. For myself, I think this Christmas, I just want books for the most part. I know, kind of lame, kind of boring, but it's just kind of fun sometimes to sit down and read a book, even though I do not do that often at all. Alright, let's give this deck one more nice shuffle and begin our first game of the night. I think earlier in our solitaire journey to 1000, I tried doing like a 12 days of Christmas, but then it was kind of tough keeping it fresh, so I thought this way it would be fresh, it would be nice, it would be festive, and if you so please, you can watch one deck a night up till Christmas. That'd be pretty sweet. If you do that, you have a special kind of discipline. So just in case you do, I did that with you in mind, so let me know what you think. Pretty good start here. Let's get underway. So, just in case you're wondering, we have one deck per game. So this video is nice and fresh each go. Keep a nice steady pace, and we are off with our 3-card draw. Already double aces. Planning for this video, by the way, I was thinking, that is our third play, by the way. I was thinking for 12 days of Christmas, would you count the 13th or 14th for the 12th day? And for me, I thought, well, you would think 13, but actually 14, because, you have to count the 13th day or the 14th day. And I kind of confused myself a bit, but I think I settled on it. I didn't grow up with too much traditional stuff, so maybe it is the 13th day. And that's why there is a Christmas Eve, but I honestly have no clue. 7 would be ideal. And a red 4. And actually a red jack. So let's see if we get lucky. There's our red jack. We can build upon our stack. Another king. That will not hurt too much. Put down that 4. And we are good. Put down that 5, and we are good. First red ace. Ooh, almost. 7, 6, 5. All right. Just missed our chances at some queens. And unfortunately, that looks to be the end of our first game of the night. Oh, wait a second. That 6 of clubs is calling with that ace of hearts. Put down this king. Move over that 5. Put down that king. With that 4, another queen for their king. Let's see if we changed our luck. Nowhere for that 8. Nowhere for that 8. 6. And king. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a second. We might be good. Put down the 8. Move our 2. Put down that 3. Move our queen to the king. Another 8. And a 6. So, we had a good little run here at the end, but ultimately just a little bit short. Oh, thank you. I felt somebody screaming at me in their head. So needn't to worry. 5. That feels like we could play. We can't play. That is surprising. And once again, we are still just a little bit short, but now we know for sure. So that's it with this deck. Time to pack it up and move on to our next. I'll rate this deck overall. It's kind of more traditional, very sweet, very subtle. Nice amount of effort, double 2s, double 4s, double jacks. A nice background and change to coloring on the front. Let's see. Yeah, we'll give it a 7 out of 10. Not bad. And has a good feel as well. On to deck number 2, and that is the Snowman back deck in red. Here we go. 1 down, 11 to go. This reminds me of those flags you see in front of people's houses or homes. Whoa, this smells like glue. Not my thing, but yeah, maybe snowmen smell like glue. Nice little jokers. Nice little elves. Face cards. Ooh, I like that. I love nutcrackers, by the way. Polar bear, very fitting. Scrooge. Okay. Do you know the Nut Muffin Man? Comment that, all you Shrek lovers out there. Feel free to keep the dialogue going. Alright, game number 2. I was gonna say, numbers were small, but the face cards are just awesome. Oh yeah, before I forget, since a lot of you ask where I get my decks from, I've got all of these from the same place, so if you like any of them, I'll put a link for you in the description to where I buy them. Just search Christmas, I think, and you'll probably find some stuff. I'll give you my readings in a little more detail to maybe make your decisions easier. Alright, with that being said, time to clear up the field and move on to our second game. So already this is a bicycle deck, as you saw, and bicycle decks have pretty good texture, consistency, and this deck is no exception. We're into our reading, by the way, just in case you're curious. The design on the back is actually quite pleasant. A little soft, so a little subtle at the same time. Face cards, amazing. Font a little small, but the boldness in the cards is actually a nice little contrast there. So I'm going to give this deck a 7.5 out of 10. Always loved myself a bicycle deck. Alright, double 8s and double kings. Let's do our thing. Bam. Promising start. Alright, I think this will be a long game. So next, Christmas theme. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I've been just listening to a whole bunch of Christmas music. So when I was getting these decks ready, I was thinking, for me, when I think of Christmas, I think of the Jackson 5 Christmas album, and just hearing Someday at Christmas. I don't want to sing it because I can't sing while whispering too well. And most of that just really gets me in the Christmas mood. So the question begs for you is that what is your Christmas song or playlist? I know it gets a lot of hate too, the Mariah Carey, as long as you only listen to it like maybe twice a month or twice a week, I think you're good. But it can be quite a bit if you get it more than that. So, what's your favorite Christmas song? And what is your sentiment towards Christmas if you're here? Since I know a lot of you just watch pretty much every video. You're crazy just like me, and I love it. As it looks like this is the end of our second game, as there's nowhere for that 8, Jack, 4, Queen, or 9. No more plays left on the field, just making sure. And we move on to our third game. For me, my birthday is near Christmas, so you could take a guess on how that is, or how that was for me growing up. Nothing bad, just always a fun time to look forward to the end of the year. But I was almost always sick on my birthday, double 2s, double 6s, and that always sucked, and double 5s. So now that I've, ever since probably, after I hit puberty, I didn't really get sick much during Christmas time, or at all. So it's a nice change, and I come from a smaller family. Rudolph deck, by the way. Quick little peek. Let's open it up. Come from a small family, so I really cherish cherish that time where we actually are together. Since everyone's busy, has their own life, it's hard to meet up as much as you'd like or keep relationships close. So whenever that time comes, I really enjoy just the relaxedness of being together in the same place. Alright, this is more of like a traditional, like, holiday deck. So let's see how this one does. Ooh, that's a good one. A good question coming. Oh, I always hated his face, and I didn't like their faces too much. But that snowman always looked like such a jerk, to say the kindest way possible. And those elves were sure characters. What the? Okay, don't remember that. Honestly, I don't remember watching too much of Rudolph. I just remember it being on, putting it on the TV for a couple minutes and just walking away. There we go. Alright, so next question is, what is your favorite Christmas special? Christmas specials are always fun. As a kid, I enjoyed, by the way, when I say kid, I just say anywhere before like 18 years old. I enjoyed Drake and Josh Christmas special, even though it was pretty bad. It was just fun since I wasn't a fan too much of animated shows. Even though I'm about to say Futurama, The Simpsons, Family Guy, Christmas specials. But above all other Christmas specials, my favorite one is probably A Year Without a Santa Claus. Just the nostalgia for me watching it with my brother during ABC Family's 25 Days of Christmas, which no longer exists. And just being out of school for 2 weeks, watching every special we can before Christmas to make time go by quicker. Those were the fun times. So A Year Without a Santa Claus is my go-to. Alright. Actually, this looks pretty rough. I was gonna say pretty good, but on second check, not the best cards, but decent spacing. Triple Kings. Oh, I thought for sure we could play that 3, but that disturbing looking train already made that play. I know some people hate that thing, and looking at it for good reason. My goodness, let's just cover that face up. Alright, quadruple kings, this is gonna be a quick game. It's fun looking at these cards and kind of remembering very little pieces of the story and seeing their unique little art style. I think it would have been fun to animate one of these movies, but it must have been a huge pain in the butt. I couldn't imagine going through stop motion back then. It must have been But with a bigger set with so many pieces, so much could go wrong. One sneeze or one wild fart can knock over little Rudolph or the elf, and then you have to reset the whole shoot. Imagine explaining that to your boss. Is that it? I think we're down to our double check. Those quadruple kings really don't help us at all. So nowhere for that 7. Nowhere for that 7. Same for the 3. 6. 10. 8. And lastly 4. Just want to point out, this reminds me of the South Park Woodland Critters. Now that is a Christmas special. If you know, you know. Whatever your thoughts may be, you know, and you won't forget. Double 8s already. I have a feeling there are going to be lots of doubles in here. Double 9s, triple 9s. I don't remember seeing an ace, double aces. Double 5s, triple aces. Double queens. Double 3s and quadruple aces. We had no chance. So surprisingly, the Rudolph deck was a little bit extra nasty to us. So on to our 4th deck already. But we're having fun, so no issue. The Frosty the Snowman deck. Now I'm gonna have to see how to open this. And it looks like we're gonna need our little knife again. If I could find the crease, there they are. That should be good. I'm about to unlock another memory for you. Are you ready? Elementary school TV cart coming in for the days leading up to Christmas. And you're watching Frosty with your friends. Or maybe your friends are gone on vacation and you're by yourself. So you're just having your cup of hot chocolate and little candy cane. And just waiting to go home with the door propped open, some rain, maybe snow, drizzling down outside the window and outside the door. It just feels right in a young child's heart. That is what I remember. And I hope I just made you feel a little warm inside with that. So honestly, besides that, I like this deck. 4 different shades of colors for the cards. Definitely don't want to play poker with this. And the designs were all Frosty for the most part. So you really got a Frosty deck. Not bad, it's actually quite cheerful, quite accurate. Oh, I just realized I didn't give Rudolph the deck ranking. I'd say like a 6.5. Nice texture. Plastic cards. Not durable. I don't prefer when they're one direction, so if you go like this, they're upside down. The designs were nice, but it could be better. But it's hard to be great with the designs like that, but not bad. Alright, let's get ready for our 4th game after some cuts. Here we go. And right now, I could tell you, this deck is a 7 out of 10. much better than the Rudolph, my bad. And the designs are very silly. I don't know why. It makes me smile right now. Seeing Frosty's round old stomach and his goofy looking smile. Maybe that's why. He's just a goofy looking fella. Alright. Actually, I think we might have a shot this time. I say fat stack for sure, as we have one ace down and some cards to work with. Jack. Show us a 10. Nope, another jack. Alright, let's hope I don't get confused by the colors. Probably not. Eight. Nowhere for this 8. 6, there we go. 4. 8, 2. And we continue. I really enjoy the coloring so far. Just like the overall look. The green's my least favorite part, but it's not too bad. It's tolerable. 10, I feel like we could play on that. Nope, we could just move it. Another jack. Nope, we need a blue 9. And that would help us out to do just fine. Another jack. There's our blue 9. Get this card out of the way. Then we'll move our king. Put him down. Oh, we have quadruple jacks. What the heck? Frosty. You messing around with Jack Frost? You jerk. Okay. And this is our last play we could make. So much better spot than before, but the gold jacks are looming large at the moment. Ooh, there we go. I guess I didn't have to do that. And I think this is our third play, so king, nope. Queen, nope. Yeah, we need a 10. If we don't get a 10, we're done. Eight, nowhere. And just like that, our fourth game is done. Our plays just froze up, and we're left high and dry as there's nowhere for that queen. 4, 8, king, and lastly, queen. We build as much as we can, but we're on to our next deck. Not too bad. Let's see which cards are left unturned. And this next deck, I'm quite excited for. I've had it for a while, and I think this might hit home a bit as well. I hope all of these are hitting that right spot to make you smile, to make you feel warm, happy, inside. Double 7s, triple 7s, unless, like, Frosty brings up negative memories, then screw Frosty. Here we go. Back in your box, you chubby old snowman. Close up the box, if it will let us. Santa sticker on there. Let's take our look. Oh, another gingerbread man. Say what you will. Honestly, a little bit of a creepy ace, but I love the face cards. A nice dark green throughout each suit. So, let's put these back in their box, shuffle up the deck, and move on to our fifth game of the night, as there's a little bit of trim left. Make that quite a bit of trim. That's going to affect the score just a little bit, as it's still shaving off some of its clippings. I remember as a kid, it was always so fun putting ornaments on the tree. And for whatever reason, we had these very interesting looking ornaments that didn't really remind you of Christmas too much. But instead of, for me at least, like an Indian restaurant. But then, they, not like we tried to, but they would gradually start to break, and then we got the cheap ones from, I don't know, like a CVS type situation. And then it looked more American, cheap little bulbs lighting up our tree. It was always fun putting ornaments up. I always thought a tree needed candy canes to really be a Christmas tree. But not the flavored candy canes, just the regular peppermint. Okay, double jacks, we have an ace, and we have a little bit of plays. Red queen would be excellent. Here we go. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. I brought that story up for a reason. What do you like to do to your Christmas tree? I know some people who get like 12-foot trees and really go all out. And it's just, to me, it's kind of ridiculous. It is cool, but they throw all this tinsel. They put a lot of effort. I guess if it makes sense to a degree. Triple jacks. But I don't see myself doing that yet, anyway. Then some people just like just the tree, maybe a topper, and that's it. Which is just as nice. What I like to do is just have some simple. As a kid, I loved the color lights. I just wanted color lights all the time. Now I want these simple white lights with some gold tinsel, gold, silver, and gold tinsel, I should say. And make a star topper, just a simple star. If it lights up, sweet. If not, no problem. But I think a couple years ago, I had some fun. I was like, you know what? Let's try a very candy cane Christmas tree. So, what I ended up doing was getting red and white tinsel and just swirling it around the tree. And it actually looked pretty nice with some white and red lights. It wasn't too strong, it wasn't too of an eyesore. just felt right. So that one was pretty fun. As we actually make a little more progress than I thought we would with this triple jack. Start. And there we go, another jack. Since I have a feeling this game might be ending soon, let's read this deck. So regardless of the... Aw, too late, you know what? Let's just do it for the fat stack. A Christmas fat stack. Anyway, regardless of the shavings at the start of it, the deck actually has a very nice texture. It was maybe just a little bit of an accident, I guess. It's one of the better textures for a bicycle card, and durability is amazing. Colors are nice, not too vibrant, more traditional, as the deck would imply. And I think we'll give this one an 8. No, 7.5. Not quite an 8. So, nowhere for that queen, 8 or 5. No more plays left on the field. So, we move on to our next deck. Not too bad, pretty good game. Just a little too many cards left unturned. Double sixes, double fours, and double threes. I'd recommend this one. It's much better in person, and the ornaments are just a really nice touch. Oh, I'm looking at this next deck and I see its goofy looking face. But here we go. Our 6th deck is the SpongeBob Christmas deck. I thought it'd be a little interesting to try out. Why not? I think I remember watching the first SpongeBob Christmas special when I was a kid. And I was like, you know what? I like this show. It's pretty neat. It's different. It's neat. But I'm not gonna lie, this show can be a bit annoying. But I guess when you're a kid, you have a little more tolerance towards annoying. Here we go. So far, which one is your favorite? I'm gonna try to make a guess. I think either the Frosty or the first snowman deck we have is your favorite. And if not that, our first deck. And I'm actually enjoying these looks so far. Well, they're putting in the effort for the most part. Wait, oh, it did the face cards first. I was wondering why. The pictures went away. So go through the face cards. And last set. Surprisingly, this actually looks pretty well made. The texture is actually a little better than the other ones. It's plastic, but also has a similar effect than the bicycle cards. The feel is really good too. I hate to say it, but I think this is an 8. I could see myself playing some cards, waiting for some time to pass with this. You just gotta get past that and you think you'll be good. But for what it is, 8 out of 10. Alright, one more shuffle. second. I can't really tell too well what those numbers are. Unfortunately, that's gonna drop it to a 7. Not too bad, but it's not at all vibrant. It doesn't stand out, there's just too much going on. Okay, 8 on the 9, 2 on the 3, 7 on the 8. Wait a second, that's messed up. That 7 is red and that 8, okay, what? So okay, that's dropping it to a 6. Confusing cards. Now I have to pay closer attention. A 4 of diamonds, nope. Oh my. I'm sorry if you have the same effects that I am getting towards this. But don't worry. By our patterns, this shouldn't be lasting too long. 4, nope. 2, nope. King, nope. 5, black 5, nope. Jack, nope. King, nope. And lastly, a queen, which is a yes. I don't know what they did with the colors, but that is messed up. So quickly it went from an 8 to a 6. And actually, I think it's bad enough to drop it down to a 5.5. Because that's actually a very big element in playability. That's unfortunate. Alright, queen. 3. On that 10. Nowhere to go. 6 on the 7. Ace out of the way. And 2 on the 3. Jack waits to come back. 6. 5. Is there somewhere? Feels like there is. I guess not. Oh, there was. Dang it. Well, we have another 5 to compensate for that, and then another 5, so that one didn't matter. Put the 4 on the 5. 3. No, is that an 8? That looks like an 8. Yes, it's an 8. Okay, now this deck's a 5. 4, nope. Wait. Yup. Look at that. Red, black, green. Like puke green. That is not good. Put down that 10. And we're moving on, I believe. Yes. Let's move this 9 out of the way. Put that jack on the queen. And now we have a large stack. I swear if this SpongeBob deck gets us a win. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. 4. Nope. 6. Nope. 5. Nope. Ace. Yup. King. Yup. And Jack. Nope. Last card is a 9. So double check time before we really try building up. Let's build up now, actually. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Nowhere for that 10. Nowhere for that 6. So give us a second as we, wrong 4, figure out if we are still alive. A 2. A 10. Wrong 10. King. 6. Nowhere for that 6. Once again. A jack and a 9. No, oh, there is somewhere for that 9. Amazing. I think we need to go with this 8 for another play, which is another 8. So we have triple 8s on the field. Another king, which will not help a darn thing. A 5. Can we do anything? No, we cannot. As we slowly dwindle down on our plays, as there's nowhere for that 6, nowhere for that jack, and lastly nowhere for that 9. So that was a bit of a tough one, not gonna lie. So we move on to our next one. My goodness, SpongeBob. Why did you do this to us? Let's see which cards were left unturned. In our 6th game, officially the halfway point. So double queens, and that is the difference maker. Back in their box. If they would like to go in, stubborn little sponge. And on to our next. Snowman back, number 2. This time in green. Let's just get straight into it. As we have 5 more decks. And I think I saved my favorite, prospectively favorite one for last. So you know this deck already. Give a quick little refresher as we go through. Very nice, and let's put away our jokers and gaff cards back in their box. Shuffle it up and begin our 7th game. And once again, a smell of glue fills the room. This is just what we needed after that previous deck. Don't even want to acknowledge it at this point. Alright, some cuts. And here we go. You know what? It could be worse. But we will make the best of it. As we do. So kind of tough spacing, looking at it. surprises. And also, they could have no surprises and just suck. So, do with that as you will. Let's just get that 2 out of here and keep up our momentum. All right, put down our king. Little did I notice that 7. So we are still just pounding away at this game. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. That was pretty good, to say the least. Actually, let's put down that king and then transfer over this queen. That's better. Alright, I think we might be set up for something good here. As we just missed the jack I was looking at. But that king will open up this play. And we will now put down a red 10, which gives us a chance to go further as we get another fat stack. Right here. A 5 won't hurt. Alright, all 4 kings down. We're missing an ace. No, no, no. Don't do this to us. Okay. That was a mistake, but it doesn't really help us in the end. So, after all of that, there's nowhere for the 10, nowhere for the jack, nowhere for the 8, and nowhere for the 10. You can't make it up. So, dang. What a tough one. By the way, the deck, it's about the same as the other one. We'll go a 7.5 out of 10. I think I might like the red one a little bit more, but minimally. Double queens. And that was mighty mean. Snowman green. Here we go. On to the Charlie Brown Christmas deck. I forgot about Charlie Brown. The thing is with Charlie Brown, I enjoy it, but I could never find it to watch. And it sucks because I really like the music in it. And that used to go like all the time when I was a kid. I know I might be making you nervous, but don't worry. The angle's fine for me, it's just a pesky deck. For whatever reason, they always played Charlie Brown specials on like PBS at like 10 o'clock at night. And who the heck thought that was a good idea? To schedule something at 10 o'clock at night for kids to watch. Unless they didn't want kids to watch. Here we go. Next deck. We are now going to be at the 67% mark. 2/3. Fitting. I don't think I've actually ever seen the entire Charlie Brown Christmas special, come to think of it. And looking at this, it reminds me of South Park. Sadly. Like right there I see Cartman, some Butters. Butters especially on that one. It's kind of funny. I like this deck so far though. What is up with Snoopy there? My goodness. Snoopy looks like a fiend. Alright. Here we go. Put the jokers back in their box. And let's begin game number 8. So this one has a nice texture as well. Similar to the SpongeBob deck. Design is better, the back is way better. The front, we'll see how they look all together, but I'm actually leaning pretty well into this one. Here we go. Game number 8. Welcome those of you on your 8th night. Oh, I should have said that at the beginning. If you're watching every night, you should do little check-ins to let me know. It'd be cool seeing, like, commented 1 day ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and then Merry Christmas. Oh, that makes me a little upset, but you know what? It's all good. As long as you're getting rest and enjoying it, it makes it worth it. Alright. Don't know what I was doing there. So, nice thoughts initially about this deck. I think the back cards, the back design is really carrying everything. It's kind of, I guess, boring on the front. I think the color contrasts the picture, or conflicts with the picture quite a bit, not letting it stand out as much as it could. And it feels like it's an afterthought inside. So I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.5. Not bad, it's just missing that extra little flair, if you know what I mean. Queen, and nowhere for that 5. They look silly, dancing on this card. They're really having a good time, aren't they? And Snoopy's just being a cool dude on his own. Thank you. Finally, we could get something moving. And 6. Nowhere for that king. 2. Somewhere for you. Dang it, I was about to say a black 5 would be nice. Surprising. nothing we could really do to build besides 2. Oh, wait a second, maybe it does make a difference. This is why we always double check. Alright, so if we're to repeat the pattern, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and somehow we're in a worse spot than before. 10, 9, double 7, 5. And this was apparently not our game to stay alive. So we move on to an interesting deck next. Similar in many ways, but unique in its own. So left unturned we have double 2s, double 8s, double 10s, double aces, double jacks, and that is it. Well, we'll get one eventually, you'd think. Alright. Garfield. Why not? Let's see, can we open it? These decks are a pain in the butt to open, I'll tell you that right now. Alright, here we go. Now, how many of you have actually seen or read Garfield comics? I don't think I've ever seen a Garfield thing besides those movies with Bill Murray. But I did go through quite a bit of those comics. And do you remember those? Well, some of you will. For those of you who don't know, Garfield had comic books, but they were shaped in a very unusual way for a comic book. So it'd be about this big, and when you open it, it'd be like this wide, but only this tall. I never really liked that as a kid, but it was always fun seeing the facial expressions of these two. And this is more like it. I like this. Merry Christmas, indeed. I remember I draw Garfield a lot in coloring books as a kid. And surprisingly, not many people knew about Garfield where I was at. Alright. Surprisingly nice detail on the cards. Very accurate to the comic book. The back design, on the other hand, not too sure quite yet. Let's start with some cuts, actually. Let's see if this changes our luck. Good texture once again. You can hear the ridges. Even though it is a little bit off, it's something. Let's do 2 shuffles more, including that one, and let's begin our 9th game of the night. Once again, hello everyone. Doing their 9th day of Christmas. You crazy you. You know what? That is a very good start for us. Wait, is it? Or is it not? Did I confuse myself? I guess it's a good start. Those odd spacings kind of make it a little wonky. There we go. Let's start building early. Another 4. An ace. Okay. Still not out of the woods in the slightest. Another ace. And 2. Alright. Not sure where this is gonna go, but it's not pointing to good. I'll tell you that right now. And I have a feeling it's gonna be fairly quick. So, let's give this deck its rating. The card designs are just great, but the back design is kind of lacking. As you can see as we're playing here, all you see is Garfield screamed at you. And it doesn't really emit Christmas, whatever you interpret that as. It's decent. I'd say it's a 6.5. A good 6.5 though. I always take it as if you're playing cards with somebody and you're just seeing their hand, the back of their hand like this. It's not bad, but typically it's covered a bit. So quite a bit is missing. And I didn't know Nickelodeon owned Garfield or whatever. And there it is, end of our 9th game. As we dwindle down to the final 3 decks of the night. Nowhere for that 2, nowhere for that 3, nowhere for that 4, nowhere for that, don't show us a 5, okay, 10. And lastly, there's the 5. Double 10s, double 8s, double 7s, double kings. Very unlucky indeed. It can't last forever, right? Alright, Garfield, you orange little fiend. Let's see what you kept from us. Obviously kept some candy canes, my goodness. Double 8s, double queens, double 9s, double 6s, double jacks, and double aces. Alright, the final 3 are coming to the plate. Goodbye, Garfield. Adios, cat. And our final snowman back deck. This one a nice blue. It looks like we might, oh, nice and easy. This one might be my favorite so far. Out of these, I should say. Yep, there's the glue smell. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be so dark. Alright, is it just me, or do the cards seem a little darker? Not as bright, or is that just the coloring? But the back design, that is a nice back design. Here we go. Let's give it some quick cuts. Let's do 3 shuffles and begin. Day 10. Christmas deckmas. All pretty much the same at this point. Oh, I have a question. Alright, I thought of another question. It's taken a while, but here we go. How many of you want a deck of cards for Christmas? This is it. This is our time. Mark it down. We have the Gingerbread Man front and center in our corner. There's no way we don't succeed at this one. You ready for this? Well, let's freaking do it. Here we go. Bam. Oh yeah, that is what we want. All right, very, very good. Not gonna lie, there are some worries, but all signs are indicating that we are good. Show us a black 5. Come on. Fat stack. Right there. Oh, so close. A red 5. Show us a red 10. There's a black 5. Almost a red 10. Alright, so it comes to this. Pinnacle of this game. There is our red 10, allowing us to move our 9, 8, and 7, giving us the ace of spades, putting down a 10 of clubs with our king of diamonds. And we are back in this fight, my friend. Back in it strong. Eight, 7, 6. Almost the 5 we needed. Six. I just saw something that if we keep ourselves alive will make it very tough for us to stay afloat. But this is our time, dang it. So nothing can stop us now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here's where we're at. Here is where we are at. Nowhere for that queen. We can make somewhere for that 6, 5, 6. Can't move this. No. We need to find a way. Oh, we found a way. All 4 aces. 2, 3, 4, did we get our first win of the night? 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, Jack, Jack. No, 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 don't do this right now. Queen. Did I mess this up? Did I mess this up? Give me a second. No way, no, no way. This just happened. Give me a freaking second. 9. Is there really no way of getting this done? Somebody please tell me. Bring me the answers. We can't get to this queen. We can't get to that queen. All we could do is get to that queen. And not even that king. No way. This close, everyone. If there's a way, let me know. Berate me in the comments. Wow. Wow, wow, and wow. The perfect combination to keep us back from victory. An 8 and Queen of Diamonds with the King of Clubs. And if you saw that, comment coal, like a lump of coal. We got stuffed with some coal in our stocking. And we move on to our next deck, the Gingerbread. Oh, we'll get one. Don't you worry. Hopefully. The Gingerbread deck. Yay. It looks nice. It looks sweet. Let's hope it's not a bitter surprise. Okay. So I've had this one for a while. I've been fairly excited. And now's the time, finally. And just in case I didn't read that other deck, 8 out of 10. No, 7.5 out of 10. The back carried, but the front was too much of the same. Ooh, these are thick cards. They're quite hefty, too. Alright, goofy little elves, Miss Klaus and Mr. Klaus. Much of the same, but she has some gingerbread men fried up right there. She's a monster. Mrs. Klaus is a monster. And cute little jokers and a pleasant back design. Deck 11. Well, here we go. I don't know what to do at this point. Besides just keep on playing. Alright. You know what? Let's give it one more shuffle for good measures. Another question, since we have some gingerbread on the field. Have you ever built a gingerbread house? And up until beyond high school, the only gingerbread house I built was in school. Our family didn't do too many traditions, so never really got a chance to do that. It always looked fun. I wanted to be creative with it, but, you know, just little wastes of money. That was the viewpoint. But I think I did make one within the past 5 years or so. It was pretty fun. Kinda tough. I think we got a cheap one, so it didn't hold together too well. design is carrying it the most. They're kind of faded. I think that's the look they were going for. It would be nice if they were vibrant, but I think this one's actually closest to an 8 out of 10. Double kings. But will anything come from it? Nope. Nothing there. And when you know it, that is the end to our 11th game. So quickly. Now we're for that 5, 2, 6, 9, jack, or 10. And we move on to our final deck of the night. The final deck of deckmas. How will this night wrap up? I have no clue. Statistically, we should win. Triple threes. But you know, double queens. Triple queens. Double aces. Triple aces, my bad, I think. No, double aces. Double nines, double jacks. Alright. Statistically, we should have won a couple, but somehow our luck is just nasty. Well, it also is a nice box too. Very thick. Last deck of the night, and here we go. Just Christmas. Nice and sweet, simple and satisfying. Let's see what's inside and end tonight. Let's hope it's a high note. I like that. Simple and sweet. Oh, I like that. That's creative. That's good. So it's gonna be Penguin and Santa. You know what? It's fairly cute. It has a nice color to it. It's fitting. It's consistent. Well, there we go. That's my favorite back of the night. That's the color it should be. Nice and bright, warm, and all. Here we go. Final game, final deck. 11 decks down, 1 to go. How will our night end and conclude? Here we go. Let's give it 3 more shuffles just for good measure. And there we are. avoid this from happening. Yet every card was upside down. Alright, and they're still upside down. Here we go. Final game of the night. All cards upside down. Double jacks, double sevens. How will this end for us tonight? Alright, I'm flipping it back. My goodness. Three. Oh no, let's put it there. We need to make as many plays as possible. Nowhere for that jack. As we wrap up tonight, just want to say it's been fun. I enjoyed this one a lot. I hope you did too. I've been wanting to do a lot of Christmas specials, but I hope this is good to you. I'm happy with it. Let's see. Triple sevens. Why am I not surprised? Depending how this one ends, I'd hope the plan was with this special was to make it like the definitive Christmas special. But now I'm thinking, oh wait, what the heck did I do? You know what? Let's make it simple. Now I was thinking, what do you think about a 12 days of Christmas deckmas next year? Or should I just keep it at this one? And I thought we had a red jack. Something, please. Well, here we go. Thank you for something, jack. Another jack. A king. And an 8. Nowhere for that 4 to go. Nowhere for that queen to roam. A 5. Maybe that helps us with that 4 earlier. We can only hope. 4. Okay. Show us something nice, please. Another 4. Unfortunately, my friend, we couldn't scrape across 1 at the end, as there's nowhere for that 9, nowhere for that 4, king, or 8. Some things just don't make sense, but you know what? It doesn't matter in the end. I had fun. I hope you did too. And until we meet again, my friend, that was a long one. It was fun. Oh, if I didn't say so, this deck, 8 out of 10, a solid 8 double 10s. Double queens, double 6s, triple 10s. Oh, those triplets, triple 6s, double kings. And double 3s. You know what? If you made it to this point, and you're kind of thinking the same thing I am, just comment Xmas. It has 2 meanings there. With that, my friend, that was the 12 days of Deckmas Christmas, whichever it decides to be. 12 decks in one video, all brand new. That is a first. My oh my. Here we have them in order to return for one final time. Oh, Garfield. All of these decks. What did they do? Well, you saw. In hindsight, I think my favorite one, I think design-wise, prize for being simple Christmas was this one. Best back design, this one. Best overall feel, this one. Most enjoyable, maybe this one. I don't remember too much honestly, but my friend, that is it. I hope you had fun. For all of you out there, have yourself a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and until we meet again, please have some fun, be happy, stay safe, and eat your fruits and vegetables.